Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, and welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for viewing this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it very much. We are going to do a July Energies video here today. It is Friday, June 27th. I have listened to Jamie Butler, the Everyday Medium's channeling with Maitland of July Energies, and I have made some notes on the dates. Please do remember that this reading is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm going to give you some dates for July, and then we'll get on with the Scorpio reading. I will put the link to Jamie Butler's July Energies video in the description box if you want to watch the whole thing. So Maitland, channeled through Jamie, says that July is the bridge month, straddling the 3D and 5D. Community and communication is important, and please connect with your neighbors. If you don't know your neighbors, connect with them. Maybe you can barter with people. Some people may have eggs, some people may grow vegetables. You get the idea on that. The two chakras that will be highlighted in July are the throat chakra and the heart chakra. For the throat chakra, Maitland chose blue lace agate. For the heart chakra, she chose pink quartz. So it's good to have those stones around for this month. For the hertz, she chose 741, which is a detox hertz, and 528, which is a heart-supporting hertz. The animal for the month of July is the mountain goat, sure-footed. If you like to put some scent in a diffuser, she recommends 3 drops of clary sage, 4 drops of lavender, 5 drops of marjoram, and 1 drop of cypress. So she says that's a good smell, good earthy smell for July. Okay, she didn't give a whole lot of dates, but I'm going to give you what she gave me. She did do some talking in between the dates, of course, but these were the specific dates she mentioned for July. July 3rd is a good day to journal or to do art or music or whatever talent you have, whatever you love, whatever creativity is inside you, right? Gardening, music, art, drawing, painting, journaling, writing. July 4th is a relationship day, so that's a good day to foster relationships. It may be even getting rid of some relationships that don't serve you any longer, but the 4th is relationship day. The 6th is the best day to communicate with spirit, your spirit guides, your intuition, so the 6th is a good day to meditate. Good day to take some time alone and connect in. The 10th is the full moon in Capricorn. There will be a spotlight on your career around the 10th, maybe a few days before and a few days after. If some of you have been thinking about changing jobs or changing the way that you run your business, this could be in the forefront of your mind around the 10th. The 13th is what she calls the selfish day, the self-love day, the self-care day. So on the 13th, which is a Sunday, is a good day to just appreciate yourself and your body and your mind. Do some introspection, some retrospection. Just think about your place right now and if you're where you want to be and what you could do to get to where you want to be. Those types of things. The 23rd is let your woo-woo shine. Be yourself. Be authentic and be creative. So that's a day where if there are people that don't know that you practice Reiki, meditation, if you're a tarot reader or a hypnotist, you practice hypnosis like past life regression, this might be the day that you're going to end up telling somebody or letting the cat out of the bag, so to speak. Sorry about that. Motorcycles are just loud out here because we're in the country and they go fast. The 24th is the new moon in Cancer. This brings in a much softer, quieter, calmer energy. This is when you could spend some time alone. She recommends 7 to 11 minutes at the minimum. But the 24th is a really good day to meditate. And if you don't like to meditate or you don't like that word, you can do some candle gazing. You could just gaze into a bouquet of flowers. You could just be there silently doing nothing. Just being, right? So that's that. Now, she said mountain goat, and I looked through my animal decks to see if I had any cards that coincided with that. One of my decks does have a goat. It doesn't specifically say mountain goat, and it isn't a mountain goat, but I thought the message about the mountain goat, a type of goat, being the animal, it would be fitting to read this. So this card is number 28. And the message is be resilient and adaptable to challenges. 28 is a 10. That's the completing of a cycle and the starting of a brand new cycle. So be resilient and adaptable to challenges. And this ram card, there's no goat card in this particular deck, but the ram in this card, they're standing all on the edge of a mountain, and she was talking about how sure-footed mountain goats are. So I thought this was appropriate. Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So, resilience, perseverance, what was the other one? Adaptable. Okay. And for you, Scorpios, we have the Starry Night, acceptance. This is from the Sacred Forest Oracle. I love this card. It's a Native American with a dream catcher behind him, a shooting star, the beautiful forest below. This is a 41, which is a 5, which is change. So sometimes to change, we have to accept certain things, right? So acceptance. It could also be acceptance of where you are right now on your journey. It could be accepting other people. It could be accepting that other people don't accept you. But acceptance is the overall theme for you for July. And then for whatever reason, they wanted me to pull dragon cards for you. So the Dragon Riders Oracle, it's a beautiful deck. I'll try to pronounce this, but sometimes they're difficult. So this card is number 36, which is a 9. That's accomplishment. This is Oya and Ionata Agaden. Oya and Ionata Agaden. Ionata, something like that. Oya has spoken. The exchange of give and take has become unbalanced, out of kilter. I renew your spirit with wind. I renew your life with fire. So this is saying that for some reason you've become unbalanced in whatever that is. Maybe you're working too much, playing too much, spending too much, eating too much. But things are out of balance. And this is saying that they're going to breathe wind and fire into you to balance you back out. So that's beautiful. And then this dragon is really cool. I love this one. This is from the Star Dragons Oracle. And this reminds me of fall because it looks like fall leaves all over there. So they're both kind of the same color scheme. See that? So this is returning, going with the flow. So when you get back in balance, that's when you're going to need to go with the flow. Returning is a 20. That's a 2. That's balance, right? Balance and choice for 2s. But I would say for you right now, that is balancing. Okay, Scorpios, something is out of balance. Something's out of whack. That's got to be brought back in with wind and fire. I'm sure that if you wanted to, you could either find a wind or fire meditation. You could find a wind or fire or wind and fire mantras that you could say to bring yourself back in balance. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah. Perseverance. Oh, that breeze feels so good. It almost feels like fall, and it's almost July. It's a little cool, but I like it. It's nice. It feels good. The Hanging Man, being yourself. 7 of Cups, too many choices, a little bit of chaos going on. The Hanging Man that goes right along with the channeled message from Maitland about being authentic, being yourself, being who you are, not being afraid to be who you are. Happy family. The 1111 card, 4 of Wands. 10 of Cups. Scorpios, you have a happy home life, it looks like, for some of you, who's ever reading this is. Remember, it's a general reading. Oh my gosh, that flipped right over. the High Priestess. And another one, the Fool. Oh my gosh. Wow, we've had so many positive readings for July. I feel like July is going to be a really uplifting, positive month for a lot of us. All right, let's take them in the order they came out. Hanging Man. You see how comfortable he is hanging there, just being himself. It's no big deal. Here I am. It's also the card of seeing things in a different perspective, right? This is card number 12, which is a 2, which is creation and collaboration, right? How are you going to create or recreate yourself? What are you going to do differently? How will you see yourself and others differently? Well, how can you gain a new perspective on something, right? This, they're pointing out, Spirit is saying, don't forget about the acceptance. So accepting that you are who you are. You are not your neighbor. You are not your coworker. You are not some other reader. You are not some other Reiki master. You are you. You have your own unique gifts. Thank you, Spirit. 7 of Cups. So 7's a reflection, right? So every cup has something different in it. And cups are emotion, right? So sometimes we get very emotional and we can't seem to make a decision. We're like, well, if I do this, then that will happen. Or if I do that, then someone will get hurt. If I do this, someone will be mad. We cannot make our decisions based on someone else's happiness. I mean, obviously, Spirit is not saying just go out and hurt people and don't care what you do. No, that's not at all it. But when we take others into too much consideration, it throws our decision making off balance, if that makes sense, right? We still need to make sure we're doing things that we're comfortable with, things that are on our soul journey, things that feel right to us. Thank you, Spirit. 4 of Wands. They call this the 1111 card because all the wands look like 2 11s, right? This is happy. You see how the family is right inside of those 4 wands with the laurel leaves or whatever it is around the top, the dragonflies, the beautiful flowers. They all look really happy. They're looking at each other in a very loving way. So this is the happy family card. Maybe some of you are getting married or having a baby or starting a family or talking about starting a family. Maybe some of you are married and having an anniversary and it's the time to appreciate that person. Right after that, you have the 10 of Cups, which is another card of happiness, right? 10s are the completion of a cycle and the beginning of a brand new cycle. Look at this. Rainbows, filled cups, butterflies, honeybees, food, animals, water. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful card. So you look at these 2 cards together. This is sort of a card of family happiness. This is sort of a card of friendship happiness. You see there's 2 women sitting at that table. So this could mean that you have a lot of happiness all around in different areas of your life, right? And then you have the High Priestess. This is a beautiful card. This is also a card of choice because the 2 pillars there. And her number is 11. Did you have another 11 in there? I thought you did. Let me see. Sorry, I can't remember. No, that was a 9. Oh, the 11 was right here. Lisa, come on, get with it. When I'm channeling, sometimes I forget. So you have a couple of 11s showing up in your reading. This High Priestess is connecting with your higher self, but it's a reminder not to stay too much in the dreams, like constantly dreaming about what you want or what you don't have, right? You need to remember to appreciate everything that's here on the earthly plane. But this is definitely a card of connecting with your higher self, connecting with your guides. You can get advice from your guides and from connecting with them. And then you have the Fool, brand new journey, right? It seems like it's definitely going to be a happy journey because you're getting to the end of a cycle with that 10 of Cups. You had the 10 with the goat, so you've got a couple of 10s here. You have a couple of 2s, making choices, making right choices, making sure that you tune in to choose. Remember, things are out of balance, Scorpios. You need to get them in balance. You need to practice some acceptance around something, whether it's accepting you or something in your life, accepting that you are who you are. And then you had that returning. going with the flow, right? You need to let things flow. If it doesn't flow, then it's not right, okay? Don't try to force things. Then you have this being authentic, being truly who you are. You have this Seven of Cups, some sort of emotional, possibly an emotional decision. Like there's a lot of different choices and you're just not sure. And remember, we talked about not letting the influence of others and how they'll react outbalance your reasons for choosing something. Whew. And then the 1111 card, the Four of Wands, obviously the Four of Wands, the happy family, the Ten of Cups, happy relationships, happy home, happy everything. The High Priestess. Don't forget to always connect into your higher self, your gut feelings, your gut instincts, your guides, right? And then the Fool. Where are you going? What's your new journey? Scorpios. This is amazing and beautiful. I'm just going to see if Spirit has anything else they want to bring out with the mini Gilded Tarot deck. We'll just see if there are any other messages. All right, one already. Queen of Swords. Oh my God. King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Ah, okay. This is definitely good. Every single reading so far has been positive for July. I love, 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 love it. I love it. All right, I guess that's it for the secondary message. Okay, let's see. Queen of Swords. Okay, this is a master of words, a master of communication, a master of being confident in that. She really knows what she's doing and she will tell the truth. She has one sword. She will be truthful. This is a feminine energy, air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So if you have any of those, you know, in your chart, this could be you, or just telling you this is your reading. But Scorpios, it could be your partner, your spouse, your, you know, somebody around you. But there is an element of truth to this. But notice that she has doves all around her, just like that Ace of Swords has the dove of peace. You want to be very careful with your words, right? Choose your words carefully. You can cut like a knife with a sword, but you want to be a little more choosy with that. And then you have the King of Wands. Action, passion, ready to move, ready to get things done. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you have the air, wait a minute. Air and fire. Oh my gosh. Okay, Spirit only gives me the things when they want me to say them. So remember how they said, I renew your spirit with wind. I renew your spirit with fire. Here is wind and fire, right? Swords and wands. Like you think about when you wield a sword, how it makes wind. I can't believe that they pointed that out. That's so cool. So renewing your spirit, that Queen of Swords, that King of Wands. Call on the feminine of the precious words and call on the masculine of action. Thank you, Spirit. That's what they're giving me with those two cards right there. Scorpios. Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning. We don't know where it's going to stop. For this reading with you, they're just telling me it's almost like a roulette wheel, and your choices are going to have a lot to do with whether the wheel stops at a challenging situation or a rewarding one. So your actions are going to have a lot to do with that. Your thoughts, your actions, your communication, right? And so the Wheel of Fortune is there. It's turning. But what's going to happen is going to be somewhat up to you, Scorpios, and what you're choosing to do or say or where you're going. Things like that. Yeah. Wow, this is amazing. Accepting yourself. So that's funny. I was looking at the hanging man and saying accepting yourself, and then I forgot that there was a card of acceptance. Yeah, accepting yourself for who you are. There is no other one like you. You are unique, beautiful, talented. You have your own gifts to share. Don't try to be someone else. It never works. It just never works. Go with the flow. Follow your path. Right? Was that? Yeah, go with the flow was that returning card with the dragons. Eagle. Beautiful. Anything? Oh my gosh, that one just spun right around. Peacock. Okay. So, oh my gosh. Card number 2 and card number 22. Talk about choices and balance. Wowzers. Okay. Something's out of balance is what this card said, and you've gotten several 2s in here. Eagle. Soar high. Lead with clarity and vision. Look at that card. It's beautiful. Soar high and lead with clarity and vision. And you can only do that when you are taking time to, sorry, let me just rearrange these a little bit. You can only soar with clarity and vision when you're taking time to tune in. 22, look at that. 22. Master number, 2 and 2. Revel with pride and beauty. You have clarity, vision, pride, beauty, all here in these animal decks, right? And it's a matter of appreciating it. Revel in the beauty of what you have, what you've created, what you can do, what you can manifest, Scorpios, okay? Revel in that beauty. Now, you know the saying, pride goeth before a fall. So revel in pride, I feel, is pride for someone else. Your children, your parents, your friends, your coworkers. So reveling in pride is being pride of someone else. It's not being proud of someone else, excuse me. It's not being prideful yourself, if that makes sense. That's what Spirit is giving me. So, all right. Well, Scorpios, I think this was another beautiful, positive reading in the books. So July is bringing in some change, bringing in some challenges, bringing in some acceptance, bringing in some balance, all for you. And this beautiful Four of Wands, Ten of Cups energy is just amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give the video a like. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.